House, I got a wife and 3 beautiful daughters. But this trip, it is the one time a year I get to pee standing up.
Jerry or Gary or even Larry Gergich, often the butt of every joke in the hit show Parks and Recreation, but now the joke's on them because while everyone was laughing at all the characters' clumsy ways, the man playing Jerry was observing it all, and he wrote a book about it. Joining me now in studio to talk about his new book, Welcome to Pawnee, Stories of Friendship, Waffles, and Parks and Rec, Jim O'Hare. Jim, thanks so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure. It's payback time.
Is it?
I'm getting each and every one of these people. Yeah, no. You know, when this book first came to be, people are like, oh, is this like a tell-all? Like I don't have it. I don't have the dirt. It was 7 years of a gift. It was laughter. It was love. And I just kind of recount those stories. I mean, there's other stuff in there. It's a bit of a memoir / story about Parks and Rec. But there's... this was a gift for 7 seasons, and you know, you don't even hear the term 7 seasons anymore.
No, you really don't.
You don't. We did 126 episodes. We even did a pandemic episode where we shot it when we were all on Zoom, which was crazy. It was a fundraiser. NBC was looking to do a fundraiser, and they made it happen, and they brought cameras to our homes, and I am a tech nightmare. So I'm like, I don't even think I recorded anyway, but we got through it and it turned out pretty good.
You know, I know that, you know, some shows, and I think Parks and Rec was one of them, they start out a little slow, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, they take off in one way or another, and yours has this lasting power that many might not have predicted all those years ago.
I would have been one of them. Yeah, you know, the show started when they didn't do a pilot. It went right to series, which is almost unheard of, and it was wonderful. But when you do a pilot, you can fix what doesn't work. And so too many people were thinking it was a little too much like Amy's character, Leslie, was too much like Michael Scott from The Office. And that was never the intention. And so by season 2, I think we're up and running. But the longevity, I think it's because it's become people's comfort show. Yeah. They have it on and they know all the characters. They've seen all the episodes 100 times. But it's it's a very uplifting show. And you know, we're in a world now where there's a lot of stress, no matter what side you're on, of political stuff. And Leslie Knope's character is always, we can get it done. We fail sometimes and we don't get our way, but we keep moving forward.
Sometimes with an optimism that's almost, you know, like not dealing with reality.
Exactly.
You know what I
which
mean?
sometimes we need. But yeah, the optimism is incredible. And this cast, to this day, people love to hear, we have this thing called the Parks Family Text. So we're still in each other's lives all the time. So
that's
it was
so
just
nice.
amazing.
That's great.
Recently, Chris had a new baby, Chris Pratt. So it was all about the baby, and because his wife Catherine had
about that.
10 pounds.
Yeah, that's
whoa,
God
she's
bless
a little
her.
girl. God bless her.
Yeah.
She's still screaming. Wow. Yeah.
Well, and I know you're local. You went to Thornton Fractional South
High School in Lansing, Illinois.
Yeah. But were you born in the city or?
No, I was born in Blue Island technically, and then we moved to Calumet City. Then we moved to Lansing, and then I ended up going to Loyola, downtown Chicago.
I saw that. Yeah.
The downtown campus, and got involved in the fraternity and had way too much fun. And then I started working at their radio station, WLUW, and that kind of something clicked. I'm like, I like this. And then eventually I trained at Second City, and that's when I knew this is what I want to do. Never thinking it would continue, but thankfully it has.
Isn't it funny how sometimes people, it's almost like a vocation. They know when they're 12 exactly what they want, and then other people, myself included, and apparently you sort of kind of stumble your way.
I'm embarrassed to tell you,
end up doing.
I declared, because in my day you had to declare. How are you supposed to know at 18 what you want to do with your life? I don't know. But I had to declare, so I said, I had buddies who were accountants, going to be accountants. I said, I'm going to be an accountant. Like what? I had no concept of it. So, but yeah, the radio station changed it all for me.
Yeah, that's really great. And what's it like, I have to ask, what's it like being back in your home area, if you will?
The word, you just nailed it. The word is home. It feels like home. I landed O'Hare at Midway because I come and go a lot because I have family here and work a lot of times is here. It's home. And I've been in LA, it's been 30 years now, and I love LA. It's the weather, of course, lovely. this, even your studio, you're looking out, this warms my heart because I worked a lot of jobs before the acting thing worked out.
Yeah.
I've walked all over this city over the years, and it is home.
So let me ask you this, and then I'm going to mention your book one more time.
Yep.
What would you say your favorite episode for those who might be big fans of the show?
My favorite episode is it's easy for me because and it's a great episode. I don't think it's our greatest episode, but it's called The Hunting Trip, and I call it the episode where two things happened. The cast fell in love with each other because we were stuck in the woods for a week. So we couldn't go to our trailers. So we were just we had no Wi-Fi. So
like
we were
forced camp.
Forced camp,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. And it's when I think we realized, oh man, we like each other. This is good. And also back at the studio, Chris Pratt and Aubrey Plaza's character, they were starting their flirtation, which would turn into April and Andy, their amazing relationship. But the other reason was the clip you showed. Jerry talked about a backstory. And when you're an actor, hoping a show will keep you around, you want to know there's a backstory. And so when I read the script, I'm like, Jerry's getting a backstory. So yeah, The Hunting Trip is one of my faves.
All right, and you just said Jerry.
Yes.
Because there was a question in here that I was going to ask you. Is it once and for all Jerry, Gary? What is it?
I had 5 names: Jerry, Gary, Larry, Terry, and Barry during Johnny Karate. Legally, his name is Gary Gengrich, which is crazy. I go by Jerry Gergich because that's how the contract said when I signed up, and that's what I'm used to. And that's what I hear on the street because people will yell at me. I got out of a restaurant once and somebody yelled, "Thanks for ruining the Harvest Festival, Jerry." And I yelled back, "I did not ruin it. It was Tom." But anyway, that's another topic.
All right, so hold up your book again.
Yes, welcome to Pawnee.
Welcome to Pawnee, and it's really, you said it's not a tell-all, it's more a talk-all.
It's a talk-all, and there's some,
Write-all.
I got a couple of messages like, I didn't think I was going to be crying reading your book. There's some stuff. There's some stuff, and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we are really, really honored that you stopped by our studio.
I'm honored you would have me.
Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Most people won't let me in,
Yeah.
I knock, and they will not let me in.
Well, we heard, but I said, let's take a chance.
You're like, he's been standing at that glass for hours.
For 3 straight mornings.
Yes.
Please let me in. All right. Well, I really, really appreciate it.
My
Jim
pleasure.
O'Hare, thank you so much.
Thank
Good luck
you
with
so
the
much.
book.
Thank you.
And it was a pleasure talking to you.